Greetings, mortals. I am the Fallen Shogun, and welcome back to Songs of SYX. So it's been a little while. I've obviously been busy doing things, but right now we are currently trying to build up the Merchants District. The Merchants District, of course, is the actual main hub of our base. Maybe we'll have a second one. But as you can see, what we're trying to do is go for more smaller style buildings. So right now, of course, I'd like to get a couple more kitchen style areas out there. I'd like to get some more food areas, as you can see. Basically, I'm still not fully sure if people eat from the kitchen or people, you know, take food to the table. So I'd like to have more kitchens, more food, to make it look as actual taverns set up. That's what you're getting here. Taverns, sleeping areas, kitchens, toilets. I just really want there to be more of a variety, more like a warren or a hive of places to be, because grid-based, well, it worked more efficiently. It didn't look that good. As you can see, I'm trying to make a few more taverns, a few more dining areas. That doesn't always work, because of course, let's face it, I'm trying to make irregular shapes after coming from a grid-based system. It's like trying to turn Minecraft into a circle. It looks a bit odd the first few times you do it. But the goal, of course, is filling this area out. Now, of course, I don't really have too much going on. Most of it will, of course, be sleeping areas, because we do always need more sleeping areas. Looking at the actual list, my people require significant amounts of sleeping areas. Like, it's only 40% at best. 40% of people are sleeping somewhere. And we have nearly 1,000. 40% is terrible. Now, of course, going on to the whole scale of things, I'm going to be dropping it down to probably 1 and 2 square paths, because obviously 3 is meant to be the royal pathway. So we're going to try and drop it down so there's less 3. Although I've already got a few, so I'm just going to leave them as they are. As you can see, I need to get a few more lights down. People are complaining about lights because they don't use the roads. They just walk along the grass because they're horrible, horrible people. As you can see here, I'm also scheduling things. I'm just copying and pasting the construction of some of the warehouses. So I think a warehouse would be good for the merchant district, especially for the actual trading area where we have 4 incoming, 4 outgoing. We definitely need at least 1 workshop, not 1 workshop, 1 warehouse. Now, as you can see, I've got a lot of more of the hearths out because I really want people to actually be able to, you know, sleep. We're being attacked by Cool. I don't really care. Let's face it, right now it's not exactly a major situation. They appear, they do stuff, we kill them, then we move on with our happy little lives. Although I'm looking at this little army form up, I definitely need to get more armour. My guys still aren't fully equipped. I think they need at least 3 layers to be fully equipped. Right now, I think we're only just pushing 1. Which of course is fine. As you can see. Which of course, yeah, is fine. Mostly. But what you end up getting is, of course, when the enemy starts tearing up or having more troops, you start taking more losses. I have 300 soldiers and they have a bit of training experience. But they don't really have true experience. They've only got like maybe a couple hundred kills between them. And the enemy's going to keep coming in larger waves, so we definitely need more troops. But yeah, because I'm dropping them all down to 50-man squads, as opposed to 100-man ones I was running, it means I have more variety in tactics. Unfortunately, it also means they will break at certain levels of losses. At 100 people, they're probably going to lose about 50%. At 50 people, that's a lot less people. But of course, you can hit them from multiple sides, surrounded and all sorts. And obviously, I still have a squad defending the main gate. If it was 300, I'd have already had 3 squads and all be fighting. So yeah, smaller numbers gives me greater tactical advantage, but it does, however, mean there's a higher chance of them trying to break and run away. Now, obviously, training them better would be better for that. I also have the other race out of the 3. Like, the first group are farmers mostly. The second group is great at everything, but I have 1. And the third group is very good at combat and fighting. But I don't have any regiments set up for them because I only have 200 people. And obviously 200 people is a fair bit. But I'd of course like for them to be, I don't know, doing other things too. So maybe I'll set up the next 4 regiments to be only them. But yeah, the combat's pretty easy right now. Of course, I need to go back to my actual training and building. I actually need to definitely get more equipment. And of course, like to beautify the place up. The big issue we've got is lights, and there's not enough statues. People only like the world when they see it through the beautiful glint of a dozen statues. And of course, we don't really have enough of those, so what can you do? But yeah, I'm going to leave it running. There's a couple more minutes, obviously this, and then we'll get back to me talking about it. But yeah, what I'm trying to do, like I say, is expand the merchants district, do some exciting things. I need to build up my military, but I will see you there. Alright, so I think I've done enough for the whole talking over thing. Not sure how much footage I've actually got, because obviously I've compressed it. It's like probably 50 minutes compressed and stuff cut out. But as you can probably see, it's obviously me talking as of the previous stuff versus me talking after. You can probably see I've begun to make this a lot more natural. I'm sort of sure I'm happy about the big bathhouse, as you can see, and maybe we'll end up getting rid of that. But we now have a more Warren-y style. Much more Warren-y style. It gives it a more lived-in feel. Now obviously there's still a lot of stuff going on. Some of these buildings look a bit too connected for my liking. But I don't think I'll ever be happy with how things are. Before it's going to go a massive organised grid structure, which looks alright. But it doesn't give off the chaotic feel of a city. And as you can see from the map, we have the entire edge now done with buildings. Obviously then we're going to go back and probably deal with this somehow. But we actually have a living, growing city of nearly 1,000 people. Oh, over 1,000 people. Here they come. Obviously we need more food. Cantor's still... he's alright. But yeah, we have stuff going on. We have lots of food coming in. We have a bakery here. Obviously this is going to be bringing in... where is it? Wood, 700 wood and some wheat. Where the hell is wheat? There it is. Okay, bring those two in. There we are. Let's actually have seven employees to bring it in. And that will of course supply this bakery as opposed to that bakery. Now, it'll obviously, you know, still have a few issues. Obviously this is actually also supplying coal for the baths and so on. But yeah, this should start bringing in resources from other places. And that's what we're after. Of course, we have the farmland, and we obviously have the little village up here, which is sealed off. People live and work in this city, and probably also die in it. We can obviously have even more fields. I'm not entirely sure how all things are going out here, but it looks like we have enough people. We of course have this massive area coming in. We obviously have the beginning of the fishing zone, of which multiple people fish at. We're only at 24 days of food, so in the event of a siege, we could last a month on regular rations, and then I don't know, probably cut down to probably 2 months if we half rations at a push, so we can start eating each other. So we can survive a siege, even though sieges aren't in this game. Someone's starving, of course they are. Of course they're starving. We're talking about people can survive with food, and people are starving. Okay, that's going nicely. People are having baths, people going to the toilet afterwards. We also have the bakery is now active. So this is, yes, it's putting in resources quite nicely. Then the food, of course, will go to here. This is the bakery. I'd actually want you to have grain. I want you to have more of other stuff. There we are. Yeah, you don't get grain. You're not a grain place. There we go. So yeah, we have plenty of food coming into here. Obviously, we have the kitchens constantly going. 2 big kitchens, a lot of places to eat and sleep. Roads are coming along nicely. They're still not fully using them, but we are blocking off more and more paths. The actual trading area is of course over here. Currently we are selling lots and lots of what are they called? Furniture. We are of course buying in meat, and that's it. Oh, and coal. I'd also like to of course be buying in battle gear, because we're not yet making it. The more battle gear, of course, the better. Then we can actually start equipping our infantry better. Right now, we're only just better than Cool, who is not happy with us for a few weird reasons, like murdering all his men. Look at all that. Is that meat? That's all that. Look at all that meat coming in. My gods, we're always going to have too much meat. Yeah, obviously, you need a few more graveyards. I'd like to actually have proper dedicated garden areas, really, but I'll take graveyards. Unfortunately, you do actually have to have a grave in a graveyard for it to work. You can't just put flowers and stuff down, but you know, it is what it is. It definitely is what it is. It's keeping the dead people out of my city, although we'll be bringing more in later, I imagine. So what do we actually need now? We need to obviously work on the actual living quarters area. That, of course, we can easily do. I do kind of like how it goes. Obviously, it gets more chaotic past a certain point. Maybe even have a fencing area so that you have to go through like a district. In fact, yeah, why not? Grand wall. Okay, a stone wall. There. There we go. So to get in, they have to go through this wall. So now we have a district area. Obviously, I don't know how far I'm going to go with it, but if I can start blocking off my people into districts, that might be even more interesting. Of course, it means more defensive areas, although, again, the wall is not complete. I'd obviously like for the wall to be complete, but it's going to take more time than we reasonably have right now. Start turning it here, let's say. How close are we to the edge? Yeah, got plenty of space, okay. And there we are. So now we have the bottom area going along. This will force me to one or two areas, or to breach the wall. If they breach the wall, of course, it means they're stored longer, fighting us, which is obviously much better for us. So I think, right now, we have a lot of good stuff going on. A lot of bad stuff also going on, but I'll take the good stuff as well. The city's running nicely. People are still arriving, people are still dying. You know, it's going to be up and down. I'm going to have to keep an eye on, obviously, what people do and do not like. Apparently kills is quite nice. Hygiene. Sleeping is still an issue, unfortunately. Sleeping in kitchens is still an issue. We have to work on that. Maybe we just need a couple more kitchens around the place. But yeah, it works. You have to wonder if these guys even take the food from the kitchen. I think just take the food from here. If so, people would eat directly at the kitchen, maybe? I don't know. But we've got this going on. This, of course, I don't know. I'm still not too happy. I was also going to go for big buildings. I was like, I like this weird sprawl we've got going on down here. So we need some more baths. We need some more latrines. We need a few more kitchens, I think. Right now we have 3 kitchens. We have 3 kitchens at the gate. We have... Really? We have 1 kitchen in the centre, which is a bit low. Yeah, we only have like 4 kitchens and 1 for the dead centre. So we need to have more kitchens. So I'm going to start doing a sprawl somewhere along these edges, I think. We'll have to destroy this area here because it was temporary and actually put a proper thing in. Delete this area too. What is all of this? Are we still selling fabric? Wait, why are we still buying fabric? We're still buying fabric. Okay, so we're still turning fabric into clothing. I forgot about that. We're still doing the fabric clothing thing, aren't we? Yes. So you need to actually have we need to have the trading districts fully complete, which I think this area for now, so you know all the stuff. Maybe another trading area further down along here. We also need to sort out an industrial sector for workshops and warehouses. We obviously do have a few big warehouses down this area too, which aren't being used, but they exist. Obviously we can then use them to store certain resources themselves. But I think we've got this all sorted. I think things are looking up. Now let me quickly check, see how long I've been running for. So I almost booted back in just then while playing the Star Wars theme music. Now, while it would give the game a slightly more epicosity going on, I'm pretty certain the House of Mouse would not be happy. The House of Mouse, of course, is very litigious. Okay, so these guys I'd like to be very well trained. So yeah, we're going to start equipping these guys to be more powerful. Which means we're going to have, let's see. There will be 3 battle gear. I'd obviously like them to have better experience and all that, but of course that would require them to be frontline troopers, and they're not at that stage yet. Now it does mean the barracks should hopefully be suddenly full of people training. Yeah, there we go, they're soldiering. So these troops, because they're more veteran, as they were, because these guys are just very good at their job, will be a higher level of training than the rest. Of course, these guys will be levelling up their training as we go, because, well, let's face it, they've been fighting for quite a while. Now, I'd like to have my Royal Guard be at the palace. I'd like my Royal Guard to not have to fight. I'd also like my Royal Guard to be of mixed groupage, but apparently you can only have one regiment of only one type of soldier, which is a bit of a shame. I'm not sure why we can't have cantors as my front line. Do we just not have enough of them? Oh, we can! Tor. Well, we need our royal regiment to be of cantors. If we ever get more than one. If we ever get more than one, I want my royal regiment to be cantors. But yeah, we're going to have a lot more people obviously training, prepping. We have like 300 people still not doing anything. So that's what we've got. We should have 350, 450? Yeah, 450 soldiers. Obviously I need to sort out some more stuff. I need to move this. The farmland needs to be expanded. And I think we've actually got a very good situation going on. We don't really have too many issues. The actual wall is going up nicely, although they started from the inside. Of course they bloody did. Of course they bloody started from the inside. And then we can carry on moving. When's this placing time? Oh, I can actually do a circle. Oh, a bush. Oh, look at that. Oops. Go away, all of you. They've already built a piece of wall. That was quick. Huh. What's this? Ellipse. Hollow rectangle. Ooh. Now a hollow rectangle would be good because I can start making courtyards for my buildings. Oh, the one who died was him. But yeah, we're going to get our troops up and running, I think. Get more soldiers. I'm not entirely sure what my end goal currently is. Obviously, there isn't too much to do. I know you can get one noble every 1,000 people, if I remember correctly. Don't remember where they are from, though. I definitely remember seeing there's something about nobles. Okay, let's see. Just enslave them. Immigration. Where's the noble tab? What's this? Ah, knowledge. I need to do research. There's definitely a noble. Oh, firecracker. Malgar firecracker. Isaac McGrunt. Gazeth coffee maker. What is another coffee maker? Darklight. Some of these names I like. Fell Knight. God, look at their faces. It's like what happens if a dwarf and an orc has sex and produces something neither of them likes. Anyway, distracted. So that's our goal. Get new regiments up and running. Obviously we have some troops going. I'd like to get the Royal Guard to be back at base, of course. We'd like to finish off the palace. That involves destroying this entire load of madness up here. We need to move the farmland a bit further away, but I definitely still want to have farms and fishing upon... They're sleeping in the water. Have more farms and things along the waterway, kind of like Pharaoh. But we have plans, we have options. I'm not, like I say, I don't know what the end goal is going to be of this. I really do not know. So, yeah, this is it for now. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, be awesome, be epic, be amazing, and of course, please, as always, stay safe. Out there. Actually, before we go, I think we need statues glaring at people as they go past. Yeah, stay safe out there. Glary statues.